sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimonde and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace, bound to the World Tree. We are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Hear me, Night Elves. The time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimonde's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May Elune shine upon you.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it.
Priestess Tyrande, the undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
Immediately. As the goddess wills.
For Kalimdor.
Waiting on you.
Our allies' town needs help.
The undead are attacking. Send help.
Press the attack. Anudora.
For Kalimdor.
Research finished.
Our time is now. Take wing.
Research finished.
Ashtherodanador.
Immediately.
At once.
Anudora.
By Elune.
Our allies' town needs help. In the name of Venarius! Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Town needs help. Research finished.
Immediately.
Research
It shall
finished.
be done. Ashtherodanador.
Research finished. Research finished.
Our time
Research
is now.
finished.
By the great winds I come.
Our allies' town needs help. Research finished. Our allies' town needs help. Your building is complete.
The sleeper has awakened.
Your building is complete.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Research finished. More lumber is required.
Our time is now.
Anudora.
By Elune.
Our allies' town research finished.
Torfala Nordora.
Your building is complete.
Where shall I strike?
Ashathorama.
Anudora! How dare you!
Your building is complete. More lumber is required. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
For
As the
Kalimdor.
goddess wills.
Waiting on you. Our time is now.
The goddess calls.
Our time is short.
The goddess calls.
The
Someone
sleeper
claims the
has
wild.
awakened.
Research finished. More lumber is required. Our allies' town needs help.
Press the attack!
For Kalimdor.
Torfala
Our
Nordora.
time is now.
Ashtherodalado. For Kalimdor.
Your move.
My strength is yours.
Anudora.
Of course.
For Kalimdor.
Where shall I strike?
Research
Threatens
finished.
these lands.
Our time is now.
Anudora.
Our allies' town needs help.
How dare you!
Our time is now.
Our allies' town needs help.
For
By
Kalimdor,
Elune.
Your
Our
building is
time is
complete.
now.
More lumber is required.
I am prepared.
The sleeper has awakened.
Goddess, light my path. Research finished. Make it fast.
My strength is yours.
I stand ready. Point the way.
I am sworn to avenge.
Our time is short.
Our allies' town needs my path.
Torfala Nordora,
Research manual. Our allies' town needs help.
I stand ready. Waiting on you.
Amadorini Tala,
Where shall I strike? My strength is yours.
Our allies' town needs help.
I'm awake.
Research finished.
So be it.
Anudora, for Kalimdor,
As the goddess wills.
Your move.
Our allies' town needs help.
Our time is now.
Standing guard.
Waiting on you.
has sleep dulled my
Make
senses?
it fast.
What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled
Our
my
allies'
senses?
town needs help.
The land and I are one. Something is amiss.
I await your command.
The land and I
Our time is now.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Speak your mind.
What threatens these lands?
By
Your
Elune.
move.
Something is
Research
amiss.
it fast.
What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses?
So be it.
Enlighten me.
The land and I are one.
Insufficient gold.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Waiting on you.
I am sworn to avenge. I walk in shadow.
Your move. I
Create
stand
more
ready.
moonwells.
Your move.
Create more moonwells.
Waiting on you.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Threatens these lands.
Our time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Threatens these lands. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
Dulled my senses.
We can't build there.
The land and I something is amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The sleeper has awakened.
Our allies' town needs help.
I
Create
stand
more
ready.
moonlight.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Sentinels attack!
What threatens these lands?
The goddess
Our
calls.
time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands?
Waiting on you. I stand ready. All too easy.
Where shall I strike?
On your mark. Say no more.
Your building is complete. Create more moonwells. We can't build there.
Has
Our
sleep
allies'
dulled
town
my
needs help.
senses?
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
Our
I stand
warriors have
ready.
engaged the enemy.
Threatens these lands.
Our allies' town needs help.
Our turn is now.
Someone comes along.
I stand ready.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
Our time is now.
Something is amiss.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Your move.
What threatens these lands?
Your building is complete.
My strength is yours.
Waiting on you. Take wing.
The sleeper has awakened.
Your building is complete.
The land and I are one.
My strength is yours.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
My strength is yours.
Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. How dare you! What threatens these lands?
Our allies' town needs help. Research first.
Someone comes along.
Threatens these lands. Something is
Our
amiss.
time is now.
Threatens these lands.
Our allies' town needs
Is
help.
amiss.
The goddess calls.
Our time is now.
Our allies' town needs help.
Threatens these lands.
Someone comes along.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The land and I are one.
Our allies' town needs help.
Anudora. Of course.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
Our time is now.
Has sleep dulled my
I
senses?
heed the voice
Your
of Elune.
building is complete.
What threatens these lands? Torfala Nordola.
Your building is complete. Needs help.
The goddess calls.
Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help. Research finished. Your
Our
building
warriors
is
have
complete.
engaged the enemy.
Threatens these lands.
We can't build there. Your building is complete.
Has sleep
I heed the
dulled my
voice of Elune.
senses?
Waiting on you.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you. Done.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is
Our
complete.
time is now.
Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
What
Your building
threatens
is
these
complete.
lands?
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your
Insufficient
building is
gold.
complete.
Where shall I strike?
Point the way.
Insufficient gold. Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help. We can't build there.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Goddess light. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice
Your
of
building
Elune.
is
Threatens these lands. Something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
The goddess voice.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Our time is now.
Threatens these lands.
Ashrathoraman.
My strength is yours.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Something
I heed the voice of Elune.
Speak your mind. Insufficient gold.
What threatens these lands? Something is
Someone threatens
amiss.
the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the
Waiting
voice
on
of
you.
Elune.
I stand ready.
Has sleep
Ashrathoraman.
dulled my senses?
Our time is now.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
I heed the
sleeper
voice of
has
The
building is
land and
complete.
I are one.
I stand ready.
How dare you!
Standing our allies' town needs help.
I stand ready.
the goddess
Our
voice.
time is now.
Threatens these lands.
Someone
The
threatens the
land
wild.
and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Our
warriors
allies'
have
town
engaged
needs
the
help.
Our time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. It shall
I
be
heed the
done.
Our
voice of
allies'
Elune.
town needs help.
So be it.
Threatens
Our
these
time
lands.
is now.
Something is amiss. As sleep dulls my senses. The land is now one.
Someone opens the wall.
Something is amiss. Torfala Nordora.
Our allies' town needs help.
As sleep dulls my senses. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of a
What
loon.
threatens these lands?
Waiting on you.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Insufficient
Has sleep
gold.
dulled my senses? What threatens
Someone
these
opens the
lands?
wilds.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help.
Something is amiss.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Your building is complete.
As sleep
I heed
dulled
the
my
voice of a
senses?
loon.
Our allies' town needs help.
Something is amiss. Amadorini Kala. What threatens these lands?
Someone opens the wild.
The land and I are one.
The goddess
As
calls.
sleep dulled my senses?
Our allies' town needs help.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls.
We're getting swamped here. We could use some backup.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss. The land and I are one.
The sleeper has awakened.
Anudora. Something is amiss. As sleep dulled my senses?
Someone opens the wild.
An allied champion. Our
has
warriors
fallen.
have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one. As sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
What threatens
Someone
these
opens the
lands?
wild.
Our warriors have engaged the
As
enemy.
sleep dulled my senses?
Someone opens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Our sacred grove
Your
is being
building is
desecrated.
complete.
As sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds.
The land and I are one. Something
heed the voice
is
of a loon.
amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
What threatens these lands?
Our champion has fallen. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Our champion has fallen.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Show yourself! Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
Our allies' town needs help. Priestess, the undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us. Our allies' town needs help.
Our time is now.
Our allies' town needs help. Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Our allies' town needs help.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. For Kalimdor! Ashrathoraman. Hindu Refa. For Kalimdor! I heed the voice of Elune.
Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds?
Your move.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
Goddess, light my
The
path.
sleeper has
Research
awakened.
finished. Insufficient gold. Our sacred grove is being
What
desecrated.
threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
We can't build there. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Insufficient gold. Goddess, light my path. We can't build there.
Something
I
is
heed the
amiss.
voice of Elune.
What threatens
The
these
goddess
lands?
calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Research finished. Your building is complete.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
Our time is now.
Insufficient gold.
Has sleep
I heed
dulled
the
my
voice
senses?
of Elune.
Your building is
Our
complete.
sacred grove is
Speak
being
your mind.
desecrated.
What threatens these lands? Ashtarodalado. Anudor.
We're under attack! Send reinforcements quickly!
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Our time
The
is
land
now.
and I are one.
Your move.
Your building is
Our
complete.
warriors have engaged the enemy. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Our allies' town is
Dulled my senses.
Your building is complete. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Something is amiss.
Your building is complete.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you. To the skies.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
Of course. Anudura. At once. Anudura.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. We can't build there.
The goddess calls.
Our time is now.
Someone is alive. The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Insufficient
Has sleep
gold.
dulled my senses? What threatens these lands?
Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
The land and I are one.
I stand ready.
Of course. Anudura. Of course.
Ah, the great
The
outdoors.
goddess calls.
Move. Point the way. I stand ready. On your mark. Your move.
Something is amiss.
Anudura.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
What
I
threatens
heed
these
the
Our
lands?
voice.
time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands?
Truth cannot be held.
Someone is alive.
Our time is now.
Threatens these lands?
I heed the voice of
Waiting on
Elun.
you.
Our
Someone
warriors
threatens
have
the wild.
engaged the enemy.
Our time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
Of course. My path is clear.
What threatens these lands? Has sleep
I heed the
dulled
voice
my
of Elun.
senses? Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Our allies' town needs help.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Something is amiss.
Our time is now.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
Your building is complete.
Something is
I heed the
amiss.
voice of Elun.
Our time is now.
Ashrathoraman.
Our gold
The
mine is
goddess
running
calls.
low.
Has sleep
Someone
dulled my
threatens the
senses?
Ashrathoraman.
Your
What
move.
threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
At once.
The land and I are one.
The goddess
Our
calls.
time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess
Our
calls.
time is now.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The land and
Someone
I
threatens
are
the
one.
wilds. The goddess calls.
Our time is now.
Has sleep dulled my
Your
senses?
building is complete.
Something is amiss.
Insufficient gold.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora.
Of course. My path is clear. At
Your
once.
building is complete. Our warriors have engaged
What
the enemy.
threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtarodanador.
Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting on you.
The sleeper has awakened.
I heed the voice of
Our
the
time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Threatens these lands. Something is amiss.
The sleeper
sleep
has
dulled my
awakened.
Waiting on
senses?
you.
The land and I are one.
We can't build there.
What threatens these lands?
My path is clear. At once.
The goddess calls.
Our time is
I
now.
heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
What threatens these lands?
Anudora. My path is clear.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
The land and I are one.
Your building
Threatens
is
these
complete.
lands?
The goddess
Our
calls.
time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Anudora. Of course.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
Your
Ashrathoraman.
move.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
At once. My path is clear.
What threatens these
Someone
lands?
threatens the wild.
Our time is now.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice.
By the light of the moon.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
What threatens these lands?
I'm awake.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The land and I are one.
The sleeper has awakened.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds?
Your move.
The land and I are one.
My path is clear.
Our time is now.
The goddess calls.
Our time is short.
What threatens these lands?
I heed the voice of a
Waiting on you.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss.
Your building is complete.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
It shall be done.
The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Someone threatens
The
the
land
wilds?
and I are one.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Has sleep
I
dulled
heed
my
the voice of
senses?
a
Our time is now.
Something is amiss.
Ashura.
Waiting on you.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Come, you night elves! Where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
The goddess
Our
calls.
time is now.
The land and I
Someone
are one.
threatens the wilds.
Our warriors have
Threatens
engaged
these
the enemy.
lands. Something is amiss. Anudora.
Our allies' town needs help.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Archimonde's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
The world tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.
Thank you for watching. If you would like to support my channel, I made a PayPal account. Details for PayPal account are in the description of this video. Before you go, check out more content on the channel for the Warcraft Classic and Retail and Warcraft III Reforged. Until next time, goodbye.